Okay, we need to talk. What is being sold on the internet as the high value woman, or what the internet has twisted to being a high value woman, is not it. People think that being a high value woman is demanding nice things, is wanting a Birkin bag, is wanting Gucci, is wanting the most expensive things. But the truth is, being high value or being a high value woman is deeper than that. And today I'm sharing some unpopular opinions that most of you might not be ready to hear. Okay, let's get into it. You got it, girl, you got it. Yeah. You got it, girl, you got it. People think being a high value woman is all about perfection. Do not try to be who you are not because you want to be a high value woman. A high value woman is not only external, it's also internal. High value is having self-respect. If you have self-respect, you are a high value woman. You can't be a high value woman because you want to live an expensive life, you want to own an LV, you want to own an expensive wig, or just because you want an expensive life and a soft life. High value is how you are, your boundaries, who you are, how you carry yourself, how you treat yourself. The self-love or the self-respect that you give yourself is called high value. High value is being accountable, knowing what you want, setting boundaries, being you, being the best version of yourself and not wanting to be somebody else, and being accountable for the things that you do and being good and doing good. The other thing that most women confuse is high value. Like they try to play hard to get, they try to be unreachable. And the thing being hard to get is a flex. We're not saying don't play hard to get, but some people are doing too much. They want to play as if they're hard to reach. That is why you see they're attracting different people. They're attracting people that they regret attracting in the first place because they attracted people that they shouldn't have attracted, because they wanted to claim high value, because they wanted to play hard to get, because they said, oh, for you to have me, you have to buy me a car. For me to have me, you have to do this. For me, for a guy should buy this. For me, a guy should buy that. There's this story that I saw of this girl who was talking about, oh, there's this guy who's like interested in me, but he does not have a car and I have a car. So I don't think it should be possible for me to date him because like he does not have a car and I have a car. And I was like, so you only want to date guys because they have cars. You're only dating somebody because of their assets or because of what they have and not who they are. I think that is the biggest mistake that most ladies of most women or most people in general are making, because they're dating for the wrong reasons. You're dating because that person has a car. What if they're not a good person? What if they're not going to love you? What if they don't love you? Like, I don't get how people are so stuck on, I need to date a guy who has a car, I need to date a guy who has assets, I need to date a guy who has this. Yes, I understand that you want to date a guy who is going to be a provider, and want to date a guy who you know is going to provide for you, but come on. The high value women who wants to be high value or who claim to be high value are really distorting the word high value. When it comes to relationships and love, high value is not playing hard to get, but it's emotional maturity. It's being mature enough to make the right decisions for your life. If you're grown enough, like you're in your 25s, 30s, somewhere around there, and you're still playing and you're still thinking like, if a guy doesn't have a car, it's not the love of my life, I need guys with cars, then you're playing. Snap out of it, because that's not it. Being high value is emotional intelligence. It's being intelligent to know, to make the right decisions for you, for yourself, and to know what is right and what is wrong. Playing games does not make you high value. Emotional intelligence does. And most people who are claiming to want high value men, or people who are claiming to want like high value or to be high value, will be someone who is doing anyhow, who is living life somehow. You're not responsible, you're just doing things, and you expect to get a high value man while everybody has access to you and you're claiming to be high value. Protecting your peace, putting boundaries, and not allowing everyone have access to you is the real flex. Your friends should know, in your relationship, people should know that you don't entertain nonsense. That is being high value. You're a girl who has boundaries. You're a person who has boundaries. You don't entertain people anyhow. You do not let people into your space anyhow. And you know what? Most girls think being high value is expecting too much from men. They should receive this from men. They should receive that from men. But half of you don't even expect things from yourself. You want things that you cannot even get for yourself. You want men to get you things, but you yourself, you can't get those things. You think that's being high value. Oh, I'm a high value woman because I want this. I want to live a soft life. I want this. A man should buy me this. A man should buy me that. But you're not even high value yourself. You want to be high value on someone's behalf, or you want to be high value on someone's expense. And most of the girls want to be high value on someone's expense, and that is a man. How do you expect to be high value on somebody's expense whilst you can't be high value on your own? First, you have to be high value on your own and then expect things from men. And at the same time, don't expect too much from men, okay? Do not be expecting too much from men. Being high value is not about demanding, okay? Being high value is not about demanding. It's about embodying how you are, self-respect, boundaries, like we said before. And your whole identity being based on what someone else can give you is not high value. That's dependence. Honestly. As I said before, I think I've spoken about this in the previous video. Being high value or being that girl is not about you trying to play hard to get or placing your expectations too high. I think most of us ladies are placing our expectations too high, and we're saying, oh, I'm a high value woman, so I cannot expect this from a guy. I'm a high value woman, so I cannot get a guy without a car. I'm a high value woman because I cannot date this type of a guy. Like, you are placing your expectations too high. Calm down. You want somebody who is perfect. You want somebody who has this. You want somebody who has that. You want somebody who has that. But you yourself, you're not perfect. You yourself are not perfect. So why are you expecting somebody else to be perfect? You want somebody else to get things for you that you cannot even get for yourself. And you call yourself high value. Even if you can get those things for yourself, but maybe somebody who loves you or who really is into you does not have most of those things that you want. Like, so now you turn those people down who truly love you or who truly care about you just because you are high value. I think we need to stop. Honestly. We girls or we women need to tone it down a little. We need to tone it down a little because it's not too funny anymore. It's too much. It's not too funny anymore. We are not perfect and we're expecting perfect partners. We're expecting perfect people. We're expecting perfect friends, which is highly unlikely. You're not perfect. You're not going to meet perfect people in your life. And you claiming to be high value will keep you in a place you are for the rest of your life because you do not let other people in just because you call yourself high value. I can't date a guy without a car. But maybe you do not have a car. Like, what? Our expectations as girls are too high. We need to chill. We girls also have made ourselves to believe that like we are high value women, we are like princesses waiting to be saved by men. But girl, a real woman or a real queen prepares her own table and decides who get to sit. Real high value women do not want handouts. They live their own lives. They do their own things. They're independent before they meet a man. They do this, they do that. They go to work. They work on themselves before wanting somebody to do things for you. Work on yourself first. And don't expect too much from men. That is what I think, and that is all I can say. Being high value does not mean playing hard to get. Does not mean wanting expensive stuff. Does not mean you wanting men to buy you this, wanting men to buy you that. Does not mean you wanting a man with a car. Does not mean you wanting a man with this, a man with that. It means having boundaries, being accountable for yourself, taking care of yourself, preparing your own table before you expect anything from anybody. That's being high value. So yeah guys, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and also like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys. Your place is my place.